here, like eye contact, you know, this perspective, because of course if you look down, who knows what you'll see?
Who knows what's going on under here? Well, I do, and I don't like it. So yes, that answers that question to you on chat, and maybe not the answer you were hoping for. But we are back inside what looks like it could be a game.
Wonderful.
Looks like it could be the opening pistol round, actually, or a knife round. It is, I think we're knifing here for Curse.
I think it's pretty good. We don't have this in like this kind of
I hate knife
tradition.
rounds.
I'm not really sure about it too much. I mean, it seems, why not just flip a coin?
This tradition, yeah. Why not automate it with the wonderful FACEIT platform that we have?
We could do that, but then maybe we'd be denying the right for people to knife one another. I mean, it seems rather popular.
So it always drives me nuts. I used to be like, God, Call of Duty would make me do the same. But God, D-man, you could take the knife round. Don't worry. Anyway, looks like we have knifed and we're ready to go.
Okay, good. All right, then.
Let's get this show on the road. We've talked about ties. Now let's talk about Counter-Strike.
I think they're both very similar things.
So we have Curse EU, who are listed as Hawks, taking on, what were they called? What was this?
The very good clan.
Very good clan.
It's in the name.
It is all in the name. And we're going to go, CDK, why don't you take us away on the pistol round here on Mirage?
They're rushing through the house here, right onto the side. Got a very attractive fast push here, and it's still coming left and right. Good defense from the CT so far, but Jimbo there, with one onto Cathay there. And still rotating hard, seeing if they can take that out of sight there. And actually doing a pretty good job now. We're onto Reflex, I'm onto Reflex, checking him out there. As you're actually switching over onto Reflex there. Nice, very good stuff. As he's about to spot another player on the corner, and can he win this little duel? The pistol duel? No! Light will actually take him down. And so far it's looking like a very even situation. The site is still completely contested. Oh, there you go.
There you go. CTs will pick up the pistol round, and that'll put Curse EU in the driving seat here on Mirage, and will set themselves up exactly as they were going for it. Now, from VeryGoodClan, from their perspective now, they're going to focus on one of those bomb sites and see whether they can create a hole that'll allow them to at least get some kills or get a bomb on, get money on the bill. But pushing forward, Mr. Jackpot strikes it lucky, 1-2 frags, and then is picked off by Jimbo before Natu comes up and finishes off the job.
That Bison
convert.
That Bison, that's all you need. Just stand there, just spraying that into that choke point. And you need nothing more to defend that pistol round. It'd be interesting to see if the terrorists buy up anything. No surprise buys, it seems, from them. So it looks like stuff is just going to continue as normal. So we'll have to see what the terrorists are going to decide to do here. Looks like they're actually going to go all towards the A side. Will it be a quick little push? Let's see the smoke going down there on the choke point. And we've got Kedja there, like pushing through the house as the rest of the players, including the bomb, are waiting patiently to rush into that A site. So let's see how this actually progresses here, as they seem to be killing some time. We do have 3 CTs over at the B side here, and we have 2 over at the A. There come the grenades, and rush through they do.
Into that bomb site they go. Opening pistols fire off. A frag comes in. Jimbo picks off Jonkus, and now it will be Curse answering up with 2 quick frags. Reflex gets them both, and Jimbo's got just 1 colleague left to his right before the Curse side close in around them. Yagami Light gets the first frag onto Reflex, and still a 2-on-2 situation. Bomb is just in that site with Jimbo. He's got one coming from behind. He's being sandwiched in now, and no matter how much he may huff or puff, he can't blow that house down.
Yep, it was a good attempt though. I mean, why not give it a try? And now we're in a situation where the terrorists can at last get that buy round, and there's 5 AKs for them, so no AWPs or anything. So
DDK, from your perspective at this moment in time, the crucial part is to make sure you're not going to go into another save round afterwards, right?
Of course. I mean, you desperately want to keep that momentum going, and you don't want to get shut down straight away. And we have the bomb actually on the mid side towards B there, and it looks like how do you even say that name? Is it YOLO? I don't even know how to say that name. And one will get flashed there on the mid side. They're playing very coy, looking for picks, slowly pushing that mid as Snipes and KJ of the terrorists are pushing that A sites very slowly, and there the players do go down on the mid, so now the terrorists have an opportunity, a big hole to work with to get that bomb down onto A, and the counter-terrorists quickly rotating now to try and defend it before Jimbo can get that bomb plant, but they're caught up here as the counter-terrorists will retake the site or spot.
Yeah, they're going to try and get back in there now. We're on board with Ketcher as he gets picked off. Bomb has been planted. Only 2 CTs left up and 4 in the after plant here. Make it all a one-man. Shat is going to come in here. Looks for that first frag on top of the box. Can't get it. They're all surrounding him out now. The smoke goes in. And Shatter might want to decide to hold on to that weapon, and does. How he got out of there, I'm not even sure. 27 points of health.
He had 4 players spraying at him frantically, and he managed to be like, okay, nope, I'm going back. I'm going to save this weapon, and I think that was definitely a good decision there. There's no way I don't think he could have overcome the setup there of the terrorist team.
No way and no need really at 3-0. I mean, there's no need to really go hell for leather at this point. Better to keep the weapon, which he only just does. They chased him out all the way throughout that one, and he's got a gun which he will share with his teammates, and then they'll spread the love throughout. So good round there from VeryGoodClan, who pick up an important one from the money perspective. It's forced a lot of weapon sharing and non-preferential buys to come in from the Curse side, and that means that they are in a must-win situation quite early on, actually, from them.
Yeah, it's looking pretty decent so far, and the counter-terrorists have a little bit of an advantage here on the Mirage, and we have Jimbo there chucking that bomb, leaving it at the mid there, as his friend Light just watches over that CPL, and we have Snipes pushing that A, just that A house site there, as his teammate also pushes up the ramp, and actually they get the kill, and that's going to open up A a little bit there, and the counter-terrorist rotating a little bit, and Jimbo trying to push up through that mid-connector, through to the A site once again, as he does get flashed, so it's actually looking really good for the terrorists now, as they try to make this plant happen on A, and there you go, the frags just come. They're really doing a good job at finding those holes, those little rounds where they look for those picks, manage to pick 1 or 2 off, and then they just exploit from there on, and it's looking really good for them so far in the opening rounds here on Mirage.
Yeah, excellent work from VeryGoodClan. They're the 2 on a row and have forced a save from the CT side. Let's see how they're going to execute this one as they hop through into that site. Looks like they're going to stack up with 2 over at A and 2 just in front of B. And there's the first frag. It comes in from Yagami, and that'll be Natu now pushing up, trying to find a frag onto Snadge, but can't get there. Natu really had the opportunity to open the door, but Snadge bought time by falling back as Natu had to come up that ladder. And the round is over. Jimbo with the final frag onto Mr. Jackpot.
And the money situation for the terrorists is now starting to look really good. They're just starting to build up a trust fund there.
A trust fund?
Yeah, I know. That's how rich they are. And here we have issues for the counter-terrorists because they really need to switch this back. If this momentum continues for the terrorists, it's going to be pretty bad. And it looks like a pretty... Would it be a fast push? No, it looks like things are slowing down a little bit. There's 3 of the terrorists over at the A side here as they try to see again if they can get any nice picks. It's been working out for them very well so far. And again, after they get those picks, they've seemed to flawlessly exploit those holes that they create. And we got this small little push from Light there as he looks onto those angles over the cap on B. And Jimbo again tossing that bomb on mid. So they're just setting up. They're looking for any kind of pick right now and see if they can exploit any holes at all.
Light with the AWP is scoped up and waiting for any Curse members to come into his vision. They don't. Jimbo flashes out. This has been a very slow round from VeryGoodClan. They thought they were wondering whether their opponents would throw any curveballs. They took the time, they opened up, and on the minute mark, now they push, and Jimbo gets picked off first. Natu got the frag, and Mr. Jackpot hits onto Gia as well. Opening 3 frags go the way of Curse, and that will be stopped by Kedja, who finally gets one back on the board, but Natu avenges. And that was a very clean round in the end from Curse.
Yeah, very, very well played indeed. The slow push, the picks there for a very good team. It didn't really work out for them. Finally, the counter-terrorists managed to actually reverse the momentum a little bit. Actually put like a nice bit of a stop there onto the power that was being built up by the terrorist team there. And now it looks like the terrorists are actually they're throwing the smoke through the mid, they're going to cover themselves. Looks like they're doing a really fast push with Cat onto B. And can the CTs defend this? They managed to get the opening kill, and there's only Tesseract left to defend there, as Yolo is also the CPR trying to like pick off players on the Cat, and he's going to get taken down himself, and the bomb is down on B.
Excellent work from Tesseract there. Those opening 2 frags did the damage for them, and now it will be Gia to push in to try and finish off the job onto him at that bomb site. Oh, picks off the head. Lovely work from him, and he'll now make his way into that site. He has picked up the bomb, but he's 1 on 2. His opponents are Mr. Jackpot and Yonkis, who are together and who open up, and like a firing squad across the yard, they down Gia, and that will be 2 consecutive rounds in the bag. 5-3 the score for the CTs of Cursey U, who are playing in the name of HAWKS in the bracket, versus VeryGoodClan. You're on FACEIT TV. It's the opening Counter-Strike Go tournament here on FACEIT. Number of mixed teams, number of names that may not be familiar, and interesting tags, so do bear with us on that one as we familiarize ourselves. But DDK, talk us through the money situation at this point.
So the money situation is evening up massively here, and the counter-terrorists are really starting to make a headway because they really needed to take things under control early. If you get the terrorists going back on the lead early, it's pretty bad for you, but as we talk about that, it looks like there is a trade there, but the terrorists get the worst of that, as it is now 4 counter-terrorists to the 3 on a very good team there. But the bomb is down on mid, and actually the counter-terrorists know about it. They can go and push their way around to make a setup, a defensive setup, stop the terrorists picking it up, and there you go. They just get picked off 1 by 1. Really, really nice team play coordination. A nice bit of crossfires going on for the counter-terrorists that managed to, for Cursey U to manage to just pull that one through cleanly. And again, it's really important that they rack up as many rounds as possible on the CT side, on Mirage, and early on as well, to give them that good feeling in their, that warm feeling in their hearts. That warm feeling in their hearts. That's what everyone really plays CS for. Exactly. A warm feeling in their hearts. As Yagami leads the way down towards the ramp, he's going to go at him with his pistol, but Natu will finish off the job, and it's a full save from the T side, or enforced save, shall we say, from the T side, as if they've had a choice. And it'll be Natu just waiting up top. He's got 1 man on the other side there. Let's switch over to some of these T players. Jimbo has got a man with him. Oh! Dropped off by Yonkis. Reflex follows up onto Snadge. And the Curse side clean house once again. 1-2-3.
And, well...
almost too easy there. There's quite a significant change in the way we're seeing things going here. It looked at initially like the very good team were just kind of actually outskilling, outskilling their opponents in most of the fights, but right now everything's getting under control. It's like more of what you would expect.
You used the word trust fund.
I did. And right now they are lacking much money, and here they are on an A. There's 5 of the players on the A side, 3 readying themselves to go up that ramp, and 2 on the A house there with the nades coming out. Here they go through to the site, and wow, 2 players can go down to the defensive prowess of the CTs there, and now they're struggling to even make their way through the toughest choke points. Yagami Light is in a lot of trouble as he's got a flank, and that is even turning into a knife and then a team kill.
Natu showing his experience there. I'm pretty sure Natu is the old Finnish guard who's been around for a long old time, and he picked up 3 frags in that round. A little bit of an aggression once he found those 2 frags on top of the stairs that he pushed up for. He then got a 3rd, and good work from the Curse side. The 3 rounds they lost were consecutive. It was a little bit of momentum built up by the T team, but that has been just all wiped out. And now, great frag from Mr. Jackpot. He's going to look for another one. He's getting shot through the smoke himself as his teammate actually jumps in his way. We'll switch over to Light, who's going to lead it now. Catching nades in towards that A site as he tries to dart around that corner and find the frag, but he's held off at arm's length, and he's got no real team support to back that up. His grenade then doesn't do it, and no one chases him out, so Kedge is stuck. He loses Gia on his team to Natu, and
Light's actually creeping around the B houses, trying to make his way onto B for maybe a sneaky little plant there, as most of the CTs are focused on A, but Tesseract is actually there on the B site, so Yagami Light's going to have to contest with that, but actually he's going to rotate now, so Yagami Light might have an opportunity at a plant, but he's actually going through to the sniper area there at the mid, and he's actually going to go make his way over to the A to meet up with his teammates, and he might be able to get on the back here of Natu, and he does get a frag, and this is going to be huge for the terrorists now as they've opened up the site completely. Just 1 counter-terrorist player left for Curse to try and actually win this round back, and there goes down the bomb. And oh my god, the smoke is there. It's really, really confusing for Tesseract, and he tries to get the kill. He gets 1, there's 2 players left. And the bomb is still ticking away, though.
Yeah, the after-plant situation for here hasn't been great from VeryGoodClan. The planter just ran straight into a battle instead of using the time, and they've got to use this clock. Oh, Shatter almost picked up a hat-trick of frags there. Really, he just stood in the same place and waited for the T side, who were kind of wriggling around to try and get in there, and they just fell into his line of fire, and he got 2 out of the 3 he needed to reclaim. But an important round for the T side to get a bomb plant, get some money in the board, and now have cash to go and buy.
It was wonderful coordination, team coordination with those 3 remaining players to manage to work together to get that plant down on A. But here we have more action as a kill goes quickly onto the defenders of A there, and it's going to be a little bit of a trade with that AWP operating from that CT spawn area. And they'll have to be very careful to try and avoid that as they try to get the bomb down. Jimbo with that bomb trying desperately to get a safe angle onto that plant, but that's actually one more player going down. One counter-terrorist left now versus the 2 terrorists, and this should surely be a difficult situation as it is, a very bad angle for him there, coming from that connector. And he managed to make it happen though. Jimbo there with the bomb behind that box, and Snay there on the other side as well. And they maybe can set up a nice crossfire here. And Snake's just going to go for it. It's right out in the open. It's going to challenge one-on-one. He manages to go down, and Jimbo's actually going to clean it up. And that could have been a very bad situation there for a very good team. But unfortunately for Curse, they're not able to make it happen as I stutter.
I don't like very good teams after plant situation. Someone always goes searching. No one seems to use the clock. No one seems to use kind of the layout of the map. And they have been fortunate in the last 2 rounds. They've been a 1-on-3 and a 1-on-2, and they've always got down to a 1 versus 1. And that's just Curse standing still and waiting for those players to come to him. Here comes Mr. Jackpot. He hits 1, he hits 2, double headshot, and Natu follows up with frag number 3 as the Curse side have pushed out and have found themselves 3 quick frags with a little bit of aggression, and that leaves just Kedja left standing for the T side.
And the bomb in the most precarious of positions there, just sitting in the middle. If he manages to pick that up, I'll be very, very surprised. Is he going to go for it, though? He could go for some economic damage if he manages to try and at least take out a few players, but nope, not going to happen.
Yeah, that was a tall order to ask. 9-5, we're going into the last half of the round here, and 5's not too bad from a T side. If they get to 6, they'll be thinking plenty to play for in that second half, as Yagami will look to go through. I think coming into this, we would have favored the HAWKS side just based off reputation coming in. So from a VeryGoodClan perspective, there's a reason for optimism.
And this is a really hard push going on to B right through the houses. They mean business with this. And can they get in a successful attack here? There's one nice defensive. They're doing a lot of work there to try and stop this hard push coming in. And the terrorists couldn't get a foothold. It's looking like quite the easy cleanup there. And indeed, that's another round to make it a 10-5 scoreline in the first half of this match. And I think that's more or less what you would expect on Mirage, a kind of a similar bias as you would sometimes see on Train, if I'm not mistaken. And it will be interesting to see how the Curse managed to handle the terrorist side, as both teams seem actually fairly evenly matched, I would say. So far, we've seen great stuff from both of them.
I think individually the Curse side have got it. I do like Natu. He's got what we'd expect of Natu, and
so they're going for A. It seems they've got 4 players in the A, 3 players in the A house, and 2 ready on that ramp with that smoke down on the ramp as well. And it looks like the counter-terrorists are pushing 4 down onto the A site, kind of. Nope. Okay, just 3 there now for that defense. They're not totally sure just yet exactly the intentions of the terrorists, but here we go. There comes the kill on this pistol round, and the terrorists come flooding into the site, trying to make their way onto that for that plant. Jonkis really wants that plant. They've got the kill. Jonkis going to get the plant for ECT's rotating now, trying to push through the T connector and the spawn side as well. Top spot. This is looking like a hard attack from the counter-terrorists. Can they manage to pull it off though?
Yeah, they're right in the thick of things there. Mr. Jackpot's trying to go through. He gets picked off with 2 Ts coming in from the side. Natu gets frag number 1. Reflex follows up with frag number 2. Now they're looking for just Gia. Gia runs straight under the middle of the courtyard, and the T side pick up the frag and the round. And that is going to be a crucial pistol round victory. Puts them up at 11-5 overall, and now gives them driving seat. If they convert this pistol round into 2, then they will be just 3 rounds away from victory. Monumental pistol round there for them.
Yeah, really, really good stuff there. So important on terrorists, but it looks like they're actually going to go really hard onto mid there. The terrorists there. I mean, of course, they're against the pistols of counter-terrorists who are forced to make an eco. And how are they going to use it? They're going just completely aggressive. They don't care. They're just going aggressive. They're picking off players left and right. And that's only 2 counter-terrorists left as Shate watches that connector as the rest of his team is just happily planting the bomb on B and setting up a defense. So if Jimbo could even make a kill into Shate, which he does with the shotgun he picked up, he's going to have to deal with 3 enemy players here. And he has to get the defuse if he has any hope of taking this round right now. But Natu is there around the corner. Oh, and Jimbo's going to find him. Natu is going to get the kill. Or
Jimbo's going to find him is quite complimentary, as Jimbo was just sat in the corner praying and hoping that he didn't get attacked, and then a man with a gun ran around the corner. But
guns are dangerous things.
So I've heard, and here we go. We are 2 rounds in to the second half. The Curse side starting to show their experience and used a lot of aggression in that last round. They pick up an early frag through Mr. Jackpot on Kedja, and now they're looking to go straight to their A site and finish the job off. Mr. Jackpot has 4 frags. The alarm bells are ringing off as it goes ding, ding, ding for Mr. Jackpot. And there's 1 man left standing, Yagami Light, who has barely a hope or a prayer as he waits. Mr. Jackpot only has 9 points of health. I'd suggest starting with him, but as he waits, someone's going to come around that corner. It's going to be Shatter coming towards him.
Guys are very aggressive on these pistol rounds for the eco rounds of their opponents. They're very aggressive indeed, and it looks like Yagami Light here is just going to be chilling with that weapon of his. He wants to survive, and Shate's not going to let that happen though.
Yeah, so that's another kind of missed opportunity there for the for the CT side to at least get away with the weapon, though they would have wanted to rebuy on this round, probably most likely. But Yagami Light is left with a Galil as a result of that, which it would not have been his first choice. But must-win round for the CT side right now.
Yeah, and at least they do have an AWP to work with. But look, it's actually looking like a very there's a 3-man push up on the B houses as we have 2 also pushing in up the ramp onto A, so it's going to be a very split effort between the counter-terrorists as they try to figure out who's trying to defend. Oh no, they're rotating, they made a misread, and the bomb is going to go down somewhat easily there for Curse, as they've got 3 players, and easily they'll take down the single lone CT around. He was hanging around that area, and now all the CTs have to retake the site, and look at that long-range headshot there. And now the CTs converging onto the site very slowly, but they're split up.
Jimbo's having a cracking round. He's picked up 2 frags, and Snatcher just needs to hold back and wait for Jimbo. Really kind of too early push there, and didn't work together to pick that one up.
Oh, money situation's very bad for the counter-terrorists. Sorry to interrupt you there, but it's not looking good if you see the scoreline. They're going to be forced to make a buy, or are they going to go with the eco here? It looks like, did they do a half buy, or... I'm not
Jimbo's got a gun.
Yeah.
And he probably had to in that situation, because if they lose this round, it moves on to match point. And that's pretty much shows the dominance that Curse have had when they've moved on to the T side. They've not dropped the round yet. Jimbo's the only one that's put up much of a fight, and that came from that last round when he first had a weapon. And he rattles off a few shots coming down from that A bomb site. And he will wait. Reflex has taken some damage. Natu, down to 3 points of health, is picked off in the end by Snatch. They both picked up the frag on one another. Yagami Light has 2, and this is a great start. 3 on 2 in favor of the CT side, and this is must-convert territory here for them as they go through. Half health for Gia and Jimbo. 2 players left standing for Curse as they make their way through. Shatter gets dropped, and the last man up is no longer up, and the bomb will be defused. And the CTs were in a must-win, and they took it.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Absolutely incredible, because, as you said, that was it. They had to win that round, and they managed to do it with an inferior situation as far as money weapons were concerned. So that's going to be a huge boost to them. But they still got a long, long road ahead of them to walk, and it is a road filled with treacherous things, pitfalls and everything, because Curse, they have decent money situation, and they're going to be feeling they got a lot of rounds to play with. They can do some risky stuff to really throw off a very good team here, and it looks like they're going to go hard onto the B as well. They've got 2 players separating onto the mid here, onto the cat, and we have the 3 rushing straight through the B house, and it's looking like the counter-terrorists that's a very good to know exactly what's going on, and they're pushing over quickly, but can they do it fast enough? There, as kills are traded back and forth, and really AWP shots are sounding there across the map. And again, the plant's going down here, but there's a heavy cost in lives for the terrorists. Not going to have any kind of setup left after this plant. It's 1 versus 3 now, and he will be cleaned up. really, again, a really good defense from Very Good as we, again, they're just on the cusp of losing this.
Yagami Light played a crucial role with those opening 2 AWP shots. That's what really opened up the round for the CTs to reclaim that plant, because they lost the entry frag, but a very good rotation back in there enabled them to save that bomb site. We're going to follow Yagami Light and just see what he's got, as he was we'll call him Man of the Round, a new special award we give to special people, as he will look down towards the catwalk. There's new one coming his way, so we'll quickly switch over because the action's all coming into this A site right now. And Jimbo opens up the fragging with that AK that he's held on to for a couple of rounds now. He's gone looking for NATO, finishes off the job.
Oh, wow.
And Gia and Jim get 2 frags apiece. In fact, Gia got 3, and the tides have turned in favor of Very Good Clan right now.
Oh, they most definitely have, even forcing an eco round now for Curse. So Curse, I mean, it'd be very surprising if they managed to win the eco round, but that really shows you the many situations looking great for a Very Good team now. They're not really in any dire situation there, but they are still like contesting with the fact that if they just mess up once now, then that's going to be pretty much game over almost for them. So they have got to be very, very careful, but they have all the tools to do it with. We have like a push coming in here, a very slow push so far on the B, but there come the grenades. NATO, the first man on the B side there, as so we have Snipes trying to defend that, and there they come into the site, but the CTs are there and ready, and look at that. Gun down left and right, but with only pistols to work with, what expectation could they have? But they managed to get one CT down. They get the plant as well, so that's going to be a nice little boon to their money situation, as Reflex is left alone versus 3 players, and the grenade is going to finish him off. But overall, that was not a bad round for Curse, getting their plant at the very least. That's really, really nice on an eco to get the plant, so good stuff from them, but they still have some rounds to play with at least.
Yeah, they've got a nice cushion of 5 rounds. No reason to really get too upset or too worried for Curse just yet. However, the signs are good for Very Good Clan, having won now 4 rounds in a row. They're going to try and convert that into 5 here, as they set up in the A site. We'll switch over to Curse, where the bomb is making its way over towards that catwalk. Yagami Like is looking over there with his AWP, but has not picked off anyone as they quickly make their way in towards the site. There's the first frag. It comes from Snatch. Snatch follows up with frag number 2 as well. Reflex is down, and now Snatch will look to find frag 3. Jimbo gets one. Finally, Curse have got themselves a frag and 2. Jackpot hits as they go through. Snatch is going to then complete his hat trick. Mr. Jackpot says, anything you can do, I can do better. He's 1-on-1 for the round. It's Kedja that he's got to find. Kedja is going to line up the side. Oh, he just took his eye off him for a moment there, as Mr. Jackpot will nade across. They're both looking right at one another through the benefit of that X-ray vision that we have as they wade in. Mr. Jackpot does have the bomb. He's going to try and lay it down now. That does bring Kedja closer to him as he opens up. Kedja lands a shot onto Mr. Jackpot. Here we go. He's going to dart around that corner. Jackpot finds him. Jackpot misses him. Kedja's going to go for it now. Oh, surely someone's going to finish this off. Jackpot hasn't landed a shot onto Kedja just yet. And finally finishes it off with a headshot. Nice. Excellent work from Mr. Jackpot. Picks up 4 frags in that round, and at the end of it all, steals away an AWP.
Very, very tense stuff at the end there. That was a really, really, really well done, Mr. Jackpot, getting the 3 kills right at the end, just securing that round for his team out under such immense pressure there. And here we have a really fast push onto the A site, although they're slowing things down right now, but they're all committing to this side of the map. And here we come, they're throwing the grenades left and right as the CT is going to make 2 kills there on defense, but the terrorists are pushing their positions into the A. Can they get enough of a good position to ground there? But no, it's not going to be the case. The CTs will rotate and set up very nicely, and now Mr. Jackpot is left alone. Can he take out 4 players?
For close range as well. Not going to happen. But that AWP then trades back to the CT side. 5 match points now for HAWKS, as they are in control of this one, and would have looked to that as they tried to push in and finish the game off the moment they had that opportunity, but instead they have moved on to 15-10, and Very Good Clan have kept themselves right in this one, despite being always up against it on the scoreboard. And Snatch fires off a few shots towards the catwalk.
When the terrorists are pushing below that mid there. Oh, look at that, they get the frag. That was amazing stuff there.
How did Snatch not hear that?
And there is the trade though, so the CT's doing very well. It's just Reflex left now. What can Reflex do against all these counter-terrorist players running around here? He's going to try to do his best, and the bomb is down on mid. He's going to be able to maybe pick that one up as he just pushes his way through that choke point, but still, there's players converging on his position very, very slowly, trying to set themselves up to cover all the angles. Looks like Reflex is actually going to go all the way around to B house to try and make an attempt onto B. He's got 50 seconds left in the round, and actually all the CD players from Very Good are actually on the A side of the map. They think he's on that side for some reason, and Reflex could just run it if he only knew, but unfortunately for him, GX is actually going to be able to rotate now onto B, as they are so unsure. They have to cover all the angles. Just silently approaching now, checking every single corner now as he tries to work his way onto a plant. Can he pull this off? That is the question. It is very tense, and he's got 20 seconds to make the plant happen now. Here he goes with the jump, and he finds one player. GX with the defense. It's going to take him down, and that is going to be the hopes for that round. Crushed.
CTs pick up that round. It brings us to 15-11. Another match point, but continually team VeryGoodClan are making it a much smaller deficit. We'll stick on board. I'm looking for Yagami Light, as he opened up with that AWP last time and found 3 frags. And he's actually not going to see much of the action where he is. Let's see. He makes his way out towards Catwalk. They've all long since gone from there. And Jimbo with the auto sniper is ready to unleash.
And Natu actually pushing below in the mid. Oh, actually nice from Massive Mr. Jackpot to get a pick there with that AWP, and that's going to have to force a reaction from the counter-terrorists. Now they're working with a hole in their defense, but that's a great trade onto Mr. Jackpot there. And now it's not looking so bad, but still, Kedja is in a dangerous position here, and he's going to find Jonkis shortly there, and there it is. And that is the site now for that taking for the terrorist team. For Very Good as they plant down that bomb, and the counter-terrorists have to rotate quickly. It's a 3-on-3 situation here with a very weak team of counter-terrorists versus the defensive setup of Very Good. Can they pull it off? I have to contest with this smoke as it dissipates there. We've got one from the CT side, one from the connector. As they slowly push their way in. That ticking of that bomb is really putting a lot of pressure on them. They're going to manage to take one down as they aggressively push in. There's one close range. Oh, but also one-on-one now. Can Jonkis manage to do it? And he does. So that's going to be the round, and that is going to be the game.
Congratulations to Hawks. They have won the first game here on FACEIT TV in Counter-Strike Go, an award that they will no doubt take and treasure for the rest of their living lives. As they progress into the second round of the brackets, we are going to take a quick break before we come back for our second match. We've got a lot of action coming through. We've got 32 teams to plow through, but we know that 32 must become 16, and we'll be back shortly with the next one.